husband and I.
You certainly took your time. 1 second more and I was going to see the Queen alone.
You didn't think I'd give you that pleasure, did you? We're off.
Indeed. I hope my daughter...
You say, there's about as much going on here as in a simpler's bed.
So dull.
But some damn thieves are stealing my herd.
It really does honor to our queen. Ah, my brave knights have returned.
Your Grace, the mission you gave me has been accomplished. Furthermore, here are the documents that you asked for.
Perfect. I note that you managed to cooperate finally. Let me see that. So that wretch is in the north. Good. Now, let us speak of you, sirs. I have had news of your hunt's progress. Your escapades throughout the city are already a source of much talk. I would have appreciated a bit more discretion.
Forgive me, there were many men standing between us and our objective.
I see. I shall attribute that to your inexperience in the matter, sir. Do not let this happen again. I'd rather not have to get rid of you. But after all, this commotion revealed our enemies, did it not? Without that, I imagine that you would not have found out about this mother hen. On that subject, I heard tell of the massacre that occurred at the potter's workshop.
Those potters harbored an accomplice of our enemies. They were guilty of treason, even if indirectly. It seemed logical for them to pay the price.
I agree entirely, my dear Alistair. I see we share some common principles. What matters is that our enemies have been destroyed for good.
Consider it done, Your Grace. The mother hen, whose true name is Godric Donnelly, will cause you no more problems.
On the other hand, you must know that the man served the hand of the king himself. If he hears of this, his reaction may be detrimental to your cause.
Do not worry, my good fellow. Lord John Arryn will learn nothing of the kind. The hand of the king is dead. I heard of it just a moment ago.
Proof that destiny sometimes does make our lives easier.
Of course, if John Arryn had heard this story, he would have caused problems for us.
And concerning River Spring, Your Grace? Have you made your decision?
Not yet, sir. Your collaboration is not yet finished.
Your Grace, I had thought to fulfill my contract by eliminating the enemies of the Crown.
You thought wrongly, Sir Alistair. In light of the letter you brought to me, there still remains one person for you to find. The documents that you've brought me will enable us to continue our search for the young girl that you allowed to escape, Sir Valar. This information leads me to believe that she was sent north, somewhere close to Castle Black. Her name is Jane Greystone. I want you to return her to King's Landing, dead or alive. Use whatever means you like. I care not. It is now up to you to prove how determined you are to become the future master of River Spring. Come back to me once you have taken care of the young girl. Not before. You may go.
Unfortunately for you, Alistair, one of my men has already left for the wall. That is a race you will not win.
Raving round like a fine lady, while my good ma Master. Well, well. Has the hungry lioness found herself a new lackey?
Are you speaking of the Queen like that? In her own palace? We are in the Red Keep, young man. You must enjoy living dangerously. What is your name?
My name is Uthor of the Vale. I was a knight under John Arryn, the Hand of the King. At least until that whore from the Westerlands killed him.
Careful. Such talk would be ill-advised.
I will say what must be said. She is a murderer and a traitor plotting against her king. I dare to say it, and it seems I am the only one here who does.
I myself am a servant of House Lannister, and I will not allow you to sully my lady's name. Hold your tongue, my lord, if you do not wish to lose it.
I know very well what I risk. Run along back to the Mother Lioness, you dog's body. I will fulfill my duty, whatever it may cost me.
Sir Alistair, what are you still doing here? I would have thought you'd be moving heaven and earth to find the Greystone girl.
I am, your grace. But first I must tell you of Sir Uther Donnelly's impropriety. He spoke of you in a manner that was inappropriate.
Ah, Sir Uthor, yes. A sad case of excessive loyalty. The poor boy holds me responsible for the illness of our late lamented John Arryn. I do not know what fantasy has overtaken him. I imagine that he allowed his pain to overshadow his reason. As for my bore of a husband, he pays no attention to what is said, even within his walls. He is incapable of maintaining order, or even his queen's dignity.
I find it hard to believe that no one came forth to defend you, your grace.
Oh, of course, Sir Valar immediately offered to silence him in the most violent manner. But I do not wish to see the young man hurt for such a trifling thing.
Queen, with your permission, I wish to attend to the matter of Sir Uther Donnelly.
You think that you might be more diplomatic than your half-brother? Yes, I suppose so. The Hand of the King was very much loved by his people, and our differences were well known about court. It would be unwise for me to be too severe towards Sir Uthor. That would simply lend credence to his foolish words.
I should be able to find a more elegant solution. Sir Uther might find it in his best interest to humble himself, perhaps even publicly.
Really? You intrigue me. Go ahead, Sir Alistair.
So, knight. No doubt you come back to carry out vile deeds for that whore you kneel to.
You have been warned, Sir Uther. I cannot allow you to utter such nonsense. Leave now, or be prepared to defend your accusations with steel.
I intend to do so, but I wouldn't be the first to draw my sword within these walls. If the lioness wants my blood, do me the pleasure and come take it. The entire court will know what she does to men of virtue who oppose her. Look how John Arryn fared.
Such devotion to the memory of a dead man, it's truly touching. Although many might question what is behind such ardent loyalty.
What do you mean by that?
Come now, Sir Uther, I am no longer young. You and I both know what kind of relations develop between a knight so authoritative and so strong, and his squire, so ready to please.
Slanderous cur! You insult me! You insult my lord!
My poor boy, already the question is on every tongue. Your despair is so poignant that it has piqued the interest of the court. But after all, it is not so serious a thing. You wouldn't be the first to service his master thus, and you won't be the last.
I will not tolerate your filth any longer. On your guard.
That firebrand didn't want to hear a thing. May the master take pity on him.
Ah, here is my valiant knight. I thought I had made it very clear, Sir Alistair. Violence was out of the question. I am starting to think that all Sarwicks are bloodthirsty brutes. I am the one who will be blamed for your excesses.
My deepest apologies, Your Grace. I had no other choice.
I think it is time for you to go carry out your task. Bring that girl back to me, and don't disappoint me again.
Very well, Your Grace.
Sir Alistair Sarwick, if I could have a word with you for a moment.
Who am I speaking with?
I am Lord Arwood Halton, Master of Castlewood. Your family and mine have long been friends.
Yes, I have heard tell of the Haltons of Castlewood. What can I do for you?
I've heard rumors that you've had difficulty finding your brother, Gawain. Did you get the help you had hoped for from the Queen?
More or less. I am surprised that it is public knowledge. The Queen doesn't seem inclined to flaunt her arrangements.
You will quickly find that it is difficult to keep secrets inside the Red Keep. There are far too many inquiring ears about. On that subject, what say you to moving this conversation elsewhere? I have a residence in the city. We may speak freely there. I have vital information.
At the least, Castle Black is safe again after we took care of Godric's hirelings. But he could have turned some of our brothers, Jaw. And we still don't know which ones.
Adam Flowers is responsible for leading the investigation and flushing out any traitors amongst them.
A witch hunt. No good will come of that.
I dislike this situation as much as you do, Moors, but we have no choice. I trust Adam. He will use discretion and wisdom. Just ask him if you need to know what the status is.
Very well. And what of the imposter?
John Arryn's death, the arrival of this girl, and the men from the south. These can't be coincidences. In my opinion, the imposter is nothing but a pawn. Everything leads me to believe that he works for someone more important. But we won't let them get away with it. The Night's Watch will hunt him down and make him pay.
They came to the gift, fooled us, and corrupted our sworn brothers. We are involved, whether we like it or not.
You're right. We cannot accept this. We must be cautious. One misstep, and Castle Black could pay dearly. But the message must be clear. No one attacks us without paying the price. Moors, I need you to follow their trail. Thus, I am naming you as a recruiter of the Night's Watch. In this capacity, you will be able to leave the gift and act freely. This letter, bearing my seal, will prove your good faith to those who might doubt your word. Your mission will be to find the guilty parties and punish them in our name.
Hunt down and eliminate. Understood. What do you plan to do with the girl?
Perhaps I can go with Sir Mors on his journey. The North does not seem as safe to me as it once was.
I agree. Besides, since you're the one the impostor is after, and he knows where to find you, you are no longer safe here.
The Lord Commander is right. John Arryn entrusted this mission to me. I will not fail his memory.
Patrick will accompany you to the border of the gift. He has already proven his loyalty. As for me, I will put together an escort of our most trustworthy men. They will meet you near Molestown. Moors, you might cross paths with Sir Godric's impostor and his men. Be alert.
I have every intention of crossing paths with him. The two of us have a matter to settle.
May the old gods speed you. The perils of the Seven Kingdoms are as dangerous to a sworn brother's body as they are to his soul. But I have faith in you. You will succeed.
Well then, let us get Patrick. He must be downstairs.
I'm with you.
Patrick, we're leaving for Molestown, and I need someone I can trust. You're coming with me.
You want to go back? There will still be enemies there.
Exactly. I need to know who sent them. At the moment, my only lead to find that out is the imposter. I'll find the rat and get him to talk. And I'll be sure to rid the gift of that traitor and all his henchmen.
Very well. Give me time to get my things and I'll come with you.
Sir Westford? Isn't it risky for me to go back there with you? After all, it's me that the men are after.
As long as you're with me, you'll be fine. Trust me, lass. I won't let anyone lay a finger on you.
Very well. I left my belongings with Sybil when we left Molestown. If I can, I should like to get them before we leave the North.
We'll be passing there anyway. As soon as we get the chance, we can go to your room.
Thank you.
All is well. I'm ready.
Let us go then. Adam, the Lord Commander told me that you could need help with your inquiry.
That's right. Another bloody chore for me. That'll teach me to be the smart one amongst our brothers.
This is serious, Flowers. Some of our brothers betrayed their oath and tried to kill me.
I know full well how serious this is, but I've never had to sort out a problem like this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
What do you have to go on at the moment?
I've examined your 3 victims, Theomar, Dick, and Veon. Those 3 were messed up all right, but each of them had received 20 silver stags for their betrayal. There's little doubt that such a sum came from Donnelly.
That's highly likely. Any clues as to who else might have accepted the offer?
The only way of knowing would be to question every brother who might have met our visitors while they were staying at Castle Black.
I shall have to talk to them all then. And maybe my hound can find an interesting trail. What else can you tell me?
I believe I've identified all the suspects. We've gathered them all here and blocked off all means of access. I thought we could leave them all to stew a bit, just to see what happens.
Adam, what can you tell me about our crippled crows?
The traitors we're looking for at Castle Black are brothers who will have had direct dealings with Donnelly, and were prepared to betray their oath for gold. First of all, there's Jonas. He's always had a flair for shady dealings. He's drawn to strangers and their gold, like a moth to a flame. I'm sure he's made a deal or two with our visitors one way or another. He's the one who worries me the most. More surprisingly, there's Grants. The old man spent quite a lot of time with our visitors. I've learned that one of your rangers, Bartram, had been up to no good with these strangers. I've summoned him along with the others. Lastly, we have the inseparable Arthur and Trebor. Arthur is the smarter of the two, and has always taken care of his friend, as you probably know already.
Anyone else?
We're missing one final suspect. Domeric disappeared from Castle Black. We think he's already fled. He probably found out everything that was going on before you wrote your report. What's strange to me is that there are no horses missing from the stables.
He'll be caught with ease by our rangers, or by House Stark if need be. I will try to separate the wheat from the chaff amongst those we have already.
I'm glad I can count on you, Moors. I've never had to handle such a delicate business. I hear many rumors of your ability to see and hear things without being caught. If you can use this gift to help me, I'd be much indebted to you. Who do those lords from the south think they are? They warm themselves at our fire, they eat our bread.
Quiet. They are dressed in the sigil of House Aaron. Their lord is a friend of the Night's Watch. He has done a lot for us. But then they are knights, and you're just a poacher. What exactly were you hoping?
I was a poacher. Now I'm a sworn brother of the Night's Watch.
That's right. Go and tell them. Why should we give a damn what they think? Anyway, they'll only be here for a few days.
Grant's old friend. How long have you been at the wall, old man?
My boy, you'd be better off asking me if I've ever lived anywhere else.
I actually came to ask you something else.
I'd bet a night in a whorehouse that you've come to talk about treason, Moors. I've already spoken to Adam. He's a good lad. A shame he's so serious. What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Tell me about our visitors. You spent some time with them, didn't you?
I mingled a bit, yes. As I usually do when we have guests. It's rare to have fresh news nowadays. I don't let opportunities like that go by.
And were you able to find anything out?
Anything? Like what, for example?
Like gold changing hands, or one of our brothers accepting gold from Godric, for example.
Gods be good. No, I don't think I saw anything like that.
You don't think so? Or you don't know?
No, I didn't see anything of the sort.
Are you certain?
I'm sorry, I can't help you any more than that, my boy. What happened?
Some crows took tainted gold from our visitors and died as a result of it.
You mean there are corrupt brothers here? At Castle Black?
They tried to attack me by surprise, but they failed. I need to know if there are others, and I need to know now. Are you sure you don't know anything that could be of use?
Well, there are Arthur and Trebor. They've cut themselves off from the others, and they both seem really nervous.
Interesting. Anyone else?
I also saw Bartram speaking with Donnelly just before you left. They went off to talk in private. That's really as much as I know. I hope this proves useful, Mort.
It might well be. Thank you, Grants. Now, go warm yourself up.
You're just a poacher. What exactly were you hoping?
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
Look, it's the king of the wagers. How are you faring, you old wineskin?
I can't complain. I'm doing much better than lots of young lads I've seen recently. I've been around too long to be seduced like they were. The hells can wait a while longer for me.
I'm sure you'd be quite capable of haggling with the stranger when he comes to take you away.
Indeed. Anything I can do for you?
You know all the dealings that go on around here. Have you seen anything suspicious lately?
Trebor is even more on edge than usual. He spends his time whispering with Arthur. I don't like it.
Trebor is a simple half-wit. Maybe he's been manipulated by someone. It wouldn't be the first time. Anything else?
Well, I'm not sure of this, but Grants came to see me earlier. He wanted a place in the next game, but I refused because he's up to his eyeballs in debt.
And?
And he paid off his debts just like that, in one go. Years of debt settled all at once.
I think he owes me an explanation.
All the same, don't go too hard on him. He's had a tough time for longer than all of us put together.
That's right. Go and tell them. Why should we give a damn what they think? Anyway.
What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Why don't you tell me about your debts?
Is that bastard Jonas still asking for coin? I've paid it all back to him, I swear.
That's the problem. Everyone knows you can't stop gambling, and you have the least credit in the entire castle. How could you hope to pay off that much without anyone noticing?
I didn't think it would get out of hand, Mort. You have to believe me.
That's all I ask, old man.
It's true that he gave me some gold, but he didn't ask me to do anything wrong. We talked about this and that, and about what life was like here. He later asked me about his other sworn brothers. He got me to talk about you as well. I told him about how you ended up at the wall.
What did he want?
I don't know. He seemed a bit disappointed with your story. Yet I usually tell it so well.
Did you talk about anyone else?
A little about Theomar, and of course that sly fox Jonas as well. And then about one of your rangers, Bartram, I think. I thought he just wanted to spend time in the warmth, talking with good old Grants.
You may well have to tell all this to Flowers, but I believe you, Grants.
I should hope so. Thank you, my boy. I don't know what Mormont will have in store for me, but I'm sure it will be deserved.
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher.
Look, it's the...
I've been...
Indeed.
I just wanted...
And a good boss.
I was a poacher. Now I'm a sworn brother of the Night's Watch. I'm no closer now.
Of ours.
You don't get involved in self-love business. Exactly.
Bartram, we need to talk.
Moors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
He didn't try? Are you certain?
I told you. I didn't exchange a word with that minor southern lordling.
Yet Grants saw you with him.
I don't understand. Hold on. Maybe I do remember. Yes, we traded a few words when I took him to the top of the wall, but nothing of any importance. He asked me what life was like at the wall, if I was proud to be a member of the Night's Watch, that sort of thing.
Are you sure you haven't forgotten anything?
Now that you mention it, he seemed very curious, perhaps too much so, but he didn't offer me anything.
And that's all? Nothing else?
You mean apart from Trevor seeming even more on edge than usual? He's usually quite the nervous man, but he's become damn dangerous. Something's not right, if you ask me.
I will look into that. Anything else to add?
Jonas seems to be having a run of luck recently. He gave credit to several brothers, which is unlike him.
I will see if all this leads to anything. Bartram, we need to talk.
Moors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
Several brothers spent time with Donnelly and his men when they were here.
Aye. I heard about Firma and his two friends, those half-witted brothers. What idiots. I wonder where they were hoping to flee.
Because Godric didn't offer you anything?
He didn't. I didn't even speak to that knight. I can't abide arrogant men like that. If I wanted to dishonor myself, I wouldn't be so stupid as to do it so close to Castle Black. And where would I go? South?
Relax, Bartram. I'll be back soon.
There's no chance of me going anywhere. What now?
Relax, Bartram. I'll be back soon.
There's no chance of me go...
I'm telling you, calm down and relax, else we'll be spotted.
But I can't stay calm. We need to talk about it.
We can't. I've told you. By the 7, trust me.
Sorry, it's just... I feel so bad about it.
We'll get through this. I'll see to it. But you've got to keep your big mouth shut. Understood?
Yes, Arthur. Sorry.
Shut your mouth!
Come now, you two. I can see you're choking on something big. Spit it out.
Ignore Trebor. He's just had too much to drink.
It seems to me that he's been at something other than the wine. He hasn't been enticed by some southern gold by any chance, has he?
What? You piece of shit. Do you want to end up like that other one?
I told you to keep your bloody mouth shut.
That was too easy. Finish your story or face the consequences.
It was an accident, all right?
That'll be for me to decide. Continue.
Domeric came to see us, just after our visitors turned up. His pockets were well lined. He tried to get us to join Sir Donnelly. He told us they needed some proper swordsmen.
That treacherous bastard. I taught him a lesson.
Trebor is hot-headed, but he's a good lad. He just wanted to show that disloyal shit where he could shove his offer. That bloody fool Domeric tried to defend himself, and things got out of hand. It all got nasty after that. Before we could explain the situation to Mormont, you came back from your mission, and there was total chaos. We thought it better to stay quiet and pretend it never happened. We hid his body in the snow, in the old outbuildings. I swear, we would have tried to tell you as soon as everything had calmed down.
I understand. I'll turn a blind eye to it.
Really? I swear by the gods, Moors, we're in your debt. You can ask anything of us, anything at all.
Did you see anything that might be of interest to me?
Well, there might be something. Ever since that accident, I've kept my eyes open. And I did notice something strange. When everyone was gathered in the common hall, Flowers posted guards at the doors.
To keep you out? What's strange about that?
The strange thing was that I saw one of the guards speaking with one of the suspects.
All right, who was it?
They had their hoods up, so I couldn't tell. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but when you came to question us, I remembered that it seemed a little suspicious.
Sir, no name. Well, I knew it wouldn't be that simple.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help to you, Moors. It shan't be easy to follow such a poor trail.
Don't trouble yourself with it. I'm used to such problems. If there are traitors amongst us, they'll not reveal themselves gladly. But I have ways.
I'll only be here for a few days.
Moors?
The rest are trustworthy. I've nothing to say against them.
Thank you for your help. Not a single traitor in our ranks, eh? That's too good to be true. I'm going to keep them stewing for a while longer. But thank you all the same for your effort.
girl is here. Kill her and we'll be rich.
Mort, Patrick, thank the gods you're here.
Lothar, tell me what happened.
A man offered us 20 silver stags each to help him get hold of the girl you have with you. And I alone refused. If you hadn't intervened, I would have died.
Maybe you can return the favor, brother. Well, it seems someone is prepared to pay a high price for your capture. It appears we've already found your admirers, lass.
Very glad to hear it.
So this is what the Night's Watch has come to. Our brothers now value the tainted coin of a stranger over their